So I just stepped away from the festival for a while. Me and Katie have just come out of the festival grounds, which are over there, and gone for a bit of a walk into this other field. Come and sat by this lovely, very old oak tree. I'm thinking older than 100 years. It's got some animals living under it. I was thinking about the slowness of trees, the rate at which they grow, how long they live, what they do for us, and how they can be said to think just in a completely different way and at a completely different timescale. And I know we say these things in this kind of community, like trees think just really slowly and stuff like that, but really what is thinking? You know, we are this. We are consciousness, and it just expresses itself in different forms. Look at these plants growing up into the sky. Look at the movement of the clouds, the steady, slow slumber of the clouds, spiraling, emerging from nothing, dissipating back into nothing, moving around like thoughts, like our consciousness. And the speed of the mind itself, even the mind in you, fluctuates in its pace, in the way that there's a change of pace between a flower and a tree. Flowers sprout up and flower and seed and then go, and trees stand for an eternity by comparison. Different levels of eternity, like the life of a Buddha. But even within our one mind that's here, that we consider to have some relation to the human body, we can see a whole range, wide range of different rates of thought. Sometimes when we're all active, caffeinated up and just dancing with fast music or looking at fire, and there's all this flickering fast motion, movement and dance of the mind or the body. That's fast mind, fast thought. Or it can be. But then if we lay back into some grass like I am now and stare up at the distant clouds, especially the ones near the horizon, and just watch what one cloud is doing for a while. You might have to watch one cloud for half an hour and watch all its miraculous transformations. What are we looking at there? Well, in that moment, you're looking at nothing other than your mind. And so in a simplified way, the clouds are then a tool for slowing down the rate of the mind. And sometimes we need that tool. We're capable of all kinds of speeds of mind, fast, slow, medium. Sometimes we might need to slow it down, and we feel like we're not in control of that. We are. Go out and use a tool, a tree, look at its bark, look at the clouds, slow your mind down using the clouds or the bark of a tree. These tools are there for us, other expressions of this one consciousness there for us to interact with in a synchronistic and harmonious way. And similarly, we sometimes might have a slow mind. We might be tired, groggy. It might be a time when we're not supposed to be tired, or we need to bring ourselves up a little bit. Sometimes tiredness can be in parallel with feeling low, feeling down, feeling a little bit absorbed with energy, like we've got nothing left to give. But we want something to give. We know that we want to be producing art or music or going about our relationships in a positive way, whatever it is that we want to do. And so there's also tools for that. And I've already referred to them, a bit of music, the flickering of a fire. You know, the real thing is fantastic live music, a real fire, but if you need to whack on a bit of YouTube and find a beautiful ambient visual scape that someone's done of a flickering fire with some music in the background, or just some music, any of these artists that are here featuring All About Love, find them on YouTube, go download some of their music, buy some of their music, play it on your best sound system, your best pair of headphones. You'll be there, you know, especially if you choose the one that's bringing the flavour of energy, like the level of speed that you're looking to attain in that moment. Sometimes we think to ourselves, oh, I'm not in the right frame of mind to listen to this music because I consider that artist to be a jewel, a gem, beautiful. So I certainly can't taint them with my low state of mind right now. Have we had that thought? I've certainly had that thought. Better not do some painting right now. I'm in a shit state of mind. Better not carry on reading the Tibetan Book of the Dead. I'm not in the right state of mind. Better not think upon the Buddha or meditate or listen to some music or do anything right now because I'm not in the right state of mind. Just going to sit with my depression. No. Just pick up the book, read the story, listen to the piece of music, look at the fire, engage with the Buddha, do meditation. Even from you, it's hard because you're in your worst state of mind. You might not feel motivated to do those things, but do them. They are there as grandfathers, grandmothers, caring, loving hands, tools to give you a lift, to give you a hold, an embrace, a hug in that very moment. So why must you suffer when those hands are there, all part of the one and same consciousness? Part of you, let it be a part of you, let it in. Be taken care of when the suffering child within is crying, is feeling low, is feeling without energy. Turn on that piece of music that you know you love. If it is worth anything, if the Buddha is worth anything, if the story that you're reading is worth anything, if the music that you find beautiful, if the art that you're doing or are looking at is, if you find that beautiful and if it is worth anything, if it's worth its weight in gold, then it can reach you in every single moment, even when you're at your absolute lowest point. That's what it's worth. And that's the beauty of the mind of the Buddha, or the one consciousness that some call God, or Allah, or Jesus Christ, or Shiva, or any of these manifestations that have realized such a sense of things in one way or another, in one cultural manifestation or another, and have tried to teach the people. Oneness. Be still and know. With love. All About Love Festival 2023.